Hello friends, how are you? I hope you are well. Thank you for watching my video. Today, I have brought you some new information. I hope you like it and keep watching. What age do females enjoy sex the most? Sarah had always been curious about human sexuality, not just her own, but in general. At 28, she often laughed with her friends about the myths surrounding peak sexual age for women. Some said it was the early 20s, when youth and novelty were at their height. Others argued it was later, when experience, confidence, and understanding of one's body made intimacy richer. Sarah decided to explore this question more deeply, not through surveys or studies, but through stories and personal experiences. Her first discovery came from her own life. In her early 20s, sex had been exciting, spontaneous, and sometimes a little clumsy. The thrill of newness and physical energy made her feel invincible. But she realized that enjoyment was not always deep. It was more surface level, tied to sensation rather than understanding. She thought about her body and said, "I didn't know my body well yet. I was still figuring out what I liked." By her late 20s, Sarah noticed a subtle shift. She had more confidence in herself and a clearer sense of her desires. She felt less pressure to impress, more freedom to explore, and a stronger connection with partners who understood her boundaries. In conversations with friends around her age, she realized this was a common pattern. Many women found that sexual pleasure increased with self-awareness, comfort with their own body, and emotional maturity. Curious, Sarah looked into scientific perspectives. Research suggested that female sexual satisfaction doesn't peak at the same time for everyone. Physiologically, women in their late 20s to mid-30s often experience heightened desire and responsiveness due to a balance of hormones, emotional stability, and experience. Psychologically, confidence and emotional intimacy became major contributors to sexual enjoyment. This meant that while the 20s could be playful and exploratory, the 30s often brought deeper, more fulfilling sexual experiences. Sarah's own story reflected this. At 32, she felt the difference vividly. She could communicate openly about what she wanted, enjoyed experimentation without shame, and appreciated intimacy beyond physical sensation. She laughed to herself, realizing that peak enjoyment wasn't a single age, but a combination of maturity, health, and mindset. Her friends shared similar insights. Emma, for 35, said, "I enjoy sex more now than I ever did in my 20s. I'm not thinking about what's normal or expected. I just focus on what feels good." Another friend, Mia, 29, described a thrill of newfound confidence. Once you stop overthinking and start trusting yourself, everything changes. Sarah also recognized cultural factors. Society often imposes unrealistic expectations about women's sexuality, emphasizing youth over experience. This distorted perceptions of when women should be most desirable or sexually satisfied. By rejecting these myths, Sarah realized women could enjoy sex at any age, as long as they knew themselves, communicated clearly, and nurtured emotional and physical health. In the end, Sarah concluded that asking, "What age do women enjoy sex the most?" missed the point. The real answer wasn't a number. It was a journey. Early exploration, emotional maturity, body confidence, and communication all contribute to sexual satisfaction. For many women, enjoyment often grows over time, peaking when they feel fully seen, understood, and empowered to embrace pleasure on their own terms. Sarah smiled, thinking about the future. Whether she was 28 or 50, she knew that her sexual happiness would be a living, evolving experience, and that she realized was far more exciting than any statistic. Thank you very much for watching the video till the end. If you like the video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe to support us.